Hello, hello. I wanted to do this mindset challenge video for us all and just encourage everyone to have a mindset that is very different than what you're probably used to. So, one of the biggest challenges that I face as a digital marketer and entrepreneur is the constant need to show up. And I feel that if I don't show up, I'm going to fail. And if I do show up, what happens if I don't see any results? And it's a fear. It's a fear that kind of sets in when you aren't seeing results immediately. And one thing that happens when we are, let's just call ourselves entrepreneurs, is we often will take risks that don't result in anything of sales or anything at all. And then it makes it very hard to venture into something new because of fear. So what I really want to encourage you to do and challenge yourself to do is to stay away from the noise and stay away from shiny bright syndrome, which is where you constantly are searching for something because you aren't seeing results with something else. And it could be also an impulse to buy. You have FOMO. You don't want to miss out on the latest and greatest. You're worried that maybe, if you don't jump on it, you won't, you're going to see all these success stories and you're going to think to yourself, well, dang, shoot, I should have done that instead of this. And before you even commit to the Boss Babe Collective, I really need you to be committed because I am doing something that not no company is doing. I am giving you a free opportunity. I am giving future people a free opportunity to join something and be able to make an income that is way higher than, a small little offer of $20, $50, $100. This is something where you can potentially sell a few a month and make a good amount of living without having to put hours and hours and hours in. Because just think of something. If you were to just commit 10 hours a week and you were to do that on one item, and let's say you got paid $50 for that one item for 10 hours a week, you would feel a sense of accomplishment when you started to see sales. But then what happens is that starts to wear down on you. When you're doing 10 hours a week just to make $50, $100, it becomes mentally exhausting. So, what I need you to do is think of the potential that you would have if you spent that same 10 hours, but you locked in a $500 pay week. $500 for 10 hours. And I'm not saying that's a guarantee that you only have to do 10 hours, but if you take the same amount of effort and you just have that mindset that I am going to do this, I am going to make that $500. I'm not trying to make you rich quick. I'm just giving you realistic numbers. And you really dedicated the same amount of time that you're spending for 20 to 50 to $100 and you did 10 hours of work. How much more rewarding would that be at the end of the month than you seeing something like $200 and you spent a month to make that? Where you could spend the same amount of time in a month, and even if you were just to lock up one sale, you would make 500. And that's the mindset I need you to have, is when you're out there shopping and when you're out there browsing and you're getting FOMO, or you're worried that, shoot, maybe I should invest in this, maybe I shouldn't invest in this, maybe I should do, maybe, and you realize that you've been spinning your wheels and spending so much time on things that aren't going to be lucrative. And then also look at the foundational piece. If you're looking into something else, you really need to make sure that you've done your research on sustainability. Did they just copy another program and decide one day that they wanted to start their own digital marketing course? Who is going to be your mentor? What kind of support system are you going to have? It doesn't matter if there's 100 people, 10,000 people, 5 people in a system. What you want is you want to feel good about waking up every single day and representing that company and knowing that tomorrow it's going to be around. That's what's super important. And so with all these pieces and all of these takeaways and all these things you're thinking of, that's what I need you to focus on, is changing your mindset and not getting FOMO, not getting shiny bright, and really focusing on something for at least 90 days before you buy anything else, whether or not you decide to come to us or you go somewhere else. But don't just shop around and keep buying things and keep buying things. Now, don't get me wrong. I 100% believe in education. So when you're learning something, yes, you should learn as much as you can. But you should also nail down one skill. You should also nail down something that you really dedicated time to, and not jump around from education course to education course and realize that you have all this education and you've done nothing with it. So that is my mindset challenge for you guys. And I hope that makes sense, because I'm telling you, it will make a huge difference in your journey, because I went through it too. I fell into the trap, the rabbit hole of buying a million courses and thinking that I was going to find the one. But at the end of the day, when I really just focus on 1 to 2 things max, 1 to 2 things max, I have realized that my sales have grown, my dedication has grown, and I'm not mentally exhausted. Okay, so that wraps it up for my little mindset challenge. And I hope this really helps you out. And I wish you the best of luck today. And we are going to get this together. We are going to succeed. And just remember, you guys are worth it.